Evacuated residents gathered at the Central Fire Station late Monday afternoon to learn more about efforts to fight the ravenous Forsyth Fire that forced them out of their homes.
And I know you want to come home. We want to have you home. I just plead with you to please be patient. The place is not very safe right now.
The most concern is the residents of Pine Valley, which is we know about 400 homes, and we think about 450 residents had to be evacuated. So 13 homes did burn in the initial attack during this fire.
This is the worst fire Pine Valley residents have ever seen, including the Pine Valley fire chief, who thanked the firefighters who tried to save them.
Previous 40 years, we'd only had 4 homes lost in Pine Valley to fire, and none of those were wildfire. They were all individual house fires that took off. So this is the only time that I know of in our history that we've lost homes in a wildfire, and we lost 13 of them in one day.
Fire officials say this blaze was caused by lightning, which started in the Pine Valley wilderness area in rugged terrain 10 days earlier.
June 8th, there was a thunderstorm that popped up right over the Pine Valley Mountains, up over the south end, right where the fire started, and there was a very high likelihood that there was lightning in and around that area of the Pine Valley Mountains. And we know this because of lightning detection networks that exist all over the United States, and so I was able to pinpoint a lightning strike to that region of the mountains. And yeah, you're right, it held over for 10 days.
However, attempts against the raging flames fueled by strong winds were no match. Fire crews were unable to keep away destruction at the Pine Valley campground.
I expect the roads and a lot of the trails are going to be closed for a bit, as well as the campground. Unfortunately, the campground did receive some damage. Had a little bit of fire go through there. Breaks my heart.
At one time, there were as many as 400 firefighters on this wildfire, with an initial attack mostly by local volunteers.
I just want to thank all the fire chiefs and all the firefighters. I know some of those guys were up 36 hours working nonstop. And my heart goes out to you guys. Those firefighters tried. And this is the worst case for us, is to lose a house. Luckily, we were able to get all the people out.
They've done an amazing job against terrific obstacles, and they need some time to recover also.
2 of those homes belong to volunteer firefighters.
The weirdest emotion, because losing somebody's home, especially somebody I know and work with, is so tragic and it's so numbing. But also at the same time that day, I thought we lost the whole neighborhood, which would have been 50 or 60 homes.
Fire support from the air was shut down due to high winds. That's when Incident Management Team 7 was called in to help contain the fire.
So we have people from Idaho, Nevada, and Utah, predominantly, as well as from other areas as well. It's mixed up of federal, state, and local cooperators. And with that, we were able to get some people here pretty quickly to help the amazing response that the locals had on this fire. And it was quite amazing what they did to protect what they were able to protect out there.
The Forsyth Fire has now charred over 8,200 acres and is still 0% contained. Fire behavior specialists say this blaze has been extremely difficult to battle. However, a slight change in the weather and fire conditions could help in the next month.
We're still sitting around what we call the 90th percentile. So looking back at the years, this is some of the highest fire danger we've had over the past 25 years here. And so this is where we're sitting right now. And as you can see, as this chart goes, normally here in the next couple of weeks, fire danger should start decreasing, and that would coincide with the monsoons that come up. So hopefully we get those monsoons, our fire danger should go down.
An old burn scar on the ridgeline from fires in the past is the only thing that's keeping this fire from spreading west. Washington County Sheriff's Office deputies evacuated the area and are standing watch at a closed road.
Well, part of that is making sure that nobody comes into the area that shouldn't be. We recognize that people don't want to leave their homes, and that people are invested in it, and there's emotions attached to it, and we respect that. There were people that chose not to leave, and that was their choice. There are still some people in Pine Valley that didn't evacuate that are still at their homes. and at their homes is where they have to stay.
These residents who got the call to evacuate and so far haven't lost their home are glad they left.
We could see the fire coming down the canyon at about 7 o'clock, so we knew that we were more than likely going to have to leave. So we decided, let's just play it safe, not anticipating it was going to be a very long evacuation. And you kind of wonder, well, what is it that we should take with us? And we basically decided, well, we've moved this stuff 2 or 3 times, but it's not that important to us.
And those who haven't signed up for the reverse 911 calls are still advised to do so.
You do that at 911register.com. That is our best way of reaching you and giving you information in instances like this.
And so far, there has been no loss of life or animals reported. As fire crews continue to mop up hotspots, residents wonder when they'll be able to return home.
Just not even knowing when you can go back is kind of awkward, but they'll make it work. We'll be fine.
Before it's going to get better, it's going to get worse. We have that area of high pressure building back into this region. We're going to see temperatures continue to climb. In the St. George area, we're going to see temperatures climb up into the 105 to 110 degree range. Here in Pine Valley, we're going to see temperatures back up into the upper 80s, which is what the temperatures were when this fire started.
In the meantime, fire crews are being praised by the community members with signs and donations. They are grateful for their efforts and are hopeful for a better end. Fire crews are now being staged in Enterprise due to a shift in the winds towards Grass Valley. From Central near Pine Valley, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.